Hey everyone, today I am working on getting some seeds started for some of my favorite flowers that I know butterflies love to visit in my garden. So let's get started. In my last video, I showed you how I have two little Mexican sunflowers coming up right here and a zinnia coming up right here. Well, if they're coming up on their own in my garden, then I want to get some seeds going. So I'll have tons and tons of flowers to invite all those butterflies in. So let's go see what I have to work with. Not too long ago, I ordered some seeds from Joyful Butterfly. So I'm going to get a lot of those started. Cosmos, Zinnia elegans, cut and come again. These ones tend to do the absolute best for me. And then I have some Mexican sunflower, which actually I've already started some. I have some out here in a pot in my garden. I just stuck some seeds in and look, we've got some action. I also have some in my bathroom window that gets full, beautiful sunshine, and they have also germinated and I have little seedlings. So since that is an ultimate butterfly favorite flower, I want to get tons of them going. I also heard about some dwarf Mexican sunflowers that grow shorter, and I ordered some seeds from milkweedformonarchs.org, and I haven't grown these before, so we'll see how they do. These are those fabulous, huge marigolds I've had growing in my garden, so I definitely want to get some more of those started. And I want to grow more clustered bushmint. I do have some that will grow back in my garden, but I just want to have some more. This is a huge pollinator favorite. It's a Florida native. I also have some of the yellow torch Mexican sunflowers. Those ones with the yellow flowers, I've never grown those before either. So we'll give those a try. Now, first, this is my seed growing area, and it is set up for regrowing host plants. So I need to redo everything over here because my grow lights only go so tall and they need to be like hanging right over my seed trays. So I'm going to lower all of this down and get it set up. You don't have to watch. When you come back, it'll be all done and ready to go. All right, first up is going to be Tithonia seeds. Now, I like to do my seeds in these compostable paper cups, fully biodegradable. And I'm restacking them because I remember I have to put holes in them. So I just use this little tool and punch holes in the bottom. And then they're ready to go. Okay. And I also just use regular potting soil. This is that jungle growth soil you see me use out in my garden. I love this scoop because, and I don't know where I got it. I think I got it at a yard sale, quite honestly. But it's like the perfect amount. And then I work on a tray and it catches all the overflow that I can just dump right back in my potting soil container. Okay, so even though seeds aren't super expensive, at least these seeds, I'm still just going to put one seed in each one because these usually germinate pretty well. And then as they all germinate, if there's one that hasn't had anything germinate, I'm just whacking on them to get the soil to settle down in there. If there's one that hasn't had the seed germinate, then I'll just stick another seed in there. No big deal. So, one seed. Well, that one got two, but I don't think that one seed was a whole seed. And then I just go over and just kind of gently sprinkle a little soil on top to cover the seed, but very lightly. This soil is nice and damp already, so I don't really need to water it, but I will mist in. All right, so that's 6 regular Mexican sunflowers. Let me tag them up. Normally I would do more, but since I already have some out in my garden and in my bathroom windowsill and coming up on its own in my garden, for now I'm just gonna start with the 6. All right, I've got 6 more pots set up. Next, I'm gonna do some of the yellow torch. I'm only gonna do 6 because I'm not sure how much I'm gonna love these or how they're gonna grow, and I don't want to end up with a whole bunch of them. So we're just gonna see what they do. I'll go ahead and put 2 in each since I haven't grown these before. Sprinkle a little soil on top. And then I put the little Y on there so I'll know that these are the yellow Mexican sunflowers. I'm putting them all down in these milk crates because it keeps the cups from falling over, and also is really easy to grab the whole milk crate and carry it out when I'm ready to plant them in the ground. And now I have my little grow light here. I love these grow lights. They are linked in my Amazon storefront. I'm just gonna pull them up to the crate and there we go. We'll check back and see how they do. One of the reasons why I like using these paper cups is because they're disposable. Like I said, they're completely biodegradable and they're not plastic. I don't have to wash them out, reuse them, find a place to store them. They're not that expensive. They might be a little bit more expensive than using plastic because eventually I do have to replace them. But to me, it's worth it because I hate washing out plastic pots. The only plastic pots that I'm using now are the ones that they go in to go off to market and get sold to customers. But for my garden use and until they get into their big pots, they go in the little paper cups. I love these. I only did 3 cups of the clustered bushmint. The clustered bushmint seeds are super tiny. They're the little black dots that are mixed in with this, I think it's vermiculite. So to ensure that I do get some seeds in each pot, I just sprinkle them around. So there could be 5 or 6 seeds in each pot. And I don't cover these ones because they're tiny. I just leave them sitting on top and then I give them a mist spray and then move them in. And then get their little light on them. and we're good to go. Now, I also want to show you underneath these crates, they are sitting up on a tray to collect water, but the pots won't be sitting in the water because the tray is underneath the milk crate. All right, now the rest of the seeds I'm going to pot up and get started in clay pots. But before I start on the zinnias and cosmos and other flowers, there's one more thing I have to have set up, and that is my fan. Keeping a fan blowing on the seedlings will help keep fungus from forming. It'll keep spider mites at bay. And even though they haven't sprouted yet, I'm going to go ahead and turn my fan on just to keep the air flowing. And also, if you see some sprouts in there, I do have some pipevine seeds and rue that I had started previously, so I went ahead and put it in there too. This is my collection of random clay pots that are currently empty, and I have them sitting down in this raised planter. The thing that's cool about that is this raised planter is only filled halfway, so when I sit the pots in, they still have a little protection of the edge of the frame, and if the seedlings come up and we get a random cold night freeze, it's very easy to just throw something over the top of this whole raised bed to keep them nice and warm, and it makes it really convenient. It's also right by my hose, so it's really easy to water too. So I'm going to get these pots filled, but I'm not going to fill them all the way with potting soil because I don't know, it takes a lot of soil. So I have my my green trimmings waste that I collect in my garden room that has paper towels with caterpillar frass in it and any clippings, cuttings. So I'm going to put some of those in the bottom of my pots, and then I'll top them off with the potting soil, and that way I don't have to use much potting soil, and all of that will break down and decompose and become future soil and nutrients to feed these plants. All right, these clay pots are going to be for the Zinnia elegans. Now, why can't I just throw these on the ground and have them grow? Well, I could if I didn't have two little French bulldogs that eat them all. My dogs love to eat zinnias, and so I have to keep them somewhere where they can't get to them. And then when they are grown, I can place them around in my garden on raised planters or whatever to keep them out of their reach. The things we do, huh? So for these, I'm just gonna scatter and then just kind of jiggle the soil around. And I'm not gonna put little signs in all of these pots because I know they're all the same thing. The zinnias that must be protected from Ray and Ringo. The marigolds I have and grew from seed, these ones right here, grew fabulously, densely planted in a grow pot. I just let them all grow up together in a cluster and they did great. So I'm just going to do the exact same thing. I've got 2 grow pots filled in the raised planter and we're just going to go put some seeds in. I got too many, huh? Where can we plant these? Let me just go scatter these somewhere because there's 5,600 seeds in there. So let's go find a place to scatter these. Oh, look, there's the red Ace trash can. What a great reminder to tap the like button. Right here is this empty spot. Now, I threw down some zinnia seeds earlier and they came up great. And my dogs ate just about all of them. There's a few you can see left in there. So maybe I'll just scatter these here. This is a great spot. It gets lots of sun. I water it regularly. So you know what? Maybe they'll come up here because what I want for this section are just random flowers for nectar. It's just going to be like a mix of whatever that are from seed, like annuals, that sort of thing. So there, that was easy. The cosmos seeds are so interesting looking to me. They look like little dried pine needles. So these guys, I decided to plant in the little cups also. All of these fun little seed starting things that I use, like the paper cups and the tags and the markers I use to write on the tags, are all linked in my Amazon storefront, which you can find in the description box of my videos. And anytime you tap on my link and put something in your cart and purchase it, Amazon pays me a very small percentage of the sale. They are affiliate links, but the items themselves are not that expensive. So it helps a little though. It can buy a pack of seeds. It could buy a pack of seeds. So thank you, those of you who regularly use my Amazon affiliate links. And I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you're inspired to maybe get some seeds started for your spring 2025 garden. Woohoo! And let me know what seeds you're going to plant, what flowers you like to grow for butterflies. And if you have any suggestions for me, let me know in the comments. And I will see you in my next video. Make sure you tap the like button. Oh, and subscribe and join the Milkweed crew.